Oh, Foxy, it's your birthday. Not for real, just for play. This is Cree Summer, and Moana Nui will be right back.
We here at Moana Nui podcast, we are here at ATL Comic Convention, and we have the illustrious Giovonnie Samuels right here beside me. So I get to finally interview her after these years.
After all this time.
Exactly. So I'm very excited that she is here this weekend. Unfortunately, if you're not here, this is the last day of the convention, so you miss out, but we're definitely going to have let her tell you how you can follow her so you can find out what convention she's coming to, so you don't miss out in meeting her, taking pictures, and then if you get her combo of both an autograph and a photo, you get to hold that Kids' Choice Award that she got. So you get to see how heavy that award is.
It is heavy. I have dropped it several times, which is why I keep it in the case.
Exactly. Which I'm glad it comes in the case.
I actually had to make my own case.
Really?
It didn't come with the case.
It didn't come with one?
No, it did not come with that case.
Nickelodeon.
It's all right. We're here now.
Yes. But, of course, for those, I know, some of y'all may be screaming like, oh my gosh, I know her from all that. I know her from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I know her from Bring It On and everything else. So you have definitely been a key part in a lot of people's childhood.
Yes.
So how has it been that being at conventions and you have people coming up to you like, oh my gosh, how is that feeling and getting used to the convention space?
I don't think I'll ever get used to that.
Okay.
I was telling somebody before, when we were coming up, when we were doing all these shows, we didn't have social media and whatnot, so I didn't realize how big of an impact or how known I was until I started doing this. And this is probably like my second or third con, and I want to do more of these. I'd like to get out and do more of these. It seems like a lot of fun, and I like the personal experiences I get to have with my fans and have those one-on-one moments.
Yes. Okay, so MomoCon, BlurCon, DreamCon.
I'm here.
DreamCon, I already I was talking to you yesterday. We're going to continue this conversation. So, her right here. But of course, you not only went from live action, but you also went into voice acting by being a character in the series Fatherhood.
Yes.
How was the transition for you going from acting on live screen to voice acting for your career?
I would say that there's not much of a difference. The only difference is I could be in my pajamas all day and I don't have to worry about hair or makeup or anything else, but the same discipline, the same structure, the same energy that you put forth in building a character, you still have to do that with voice acting,
Yes.
All rules apply.
Exactly. So, of course, I have to ask that because of the Kids' Choice Awards, a lot of people see it on TV and everything. What was that moment like knowing that you got to be, your show was called for the Kids' Choice Award?
Well, fun fact, we didn't know that we won until the next day. They didn't announce our category, so I got the Kids' Choice Award in a mail.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't get to come up on stage.
You didn't even have that moment.
Nope, I didn't have that moment at all, so I'm like, it's okay.
Yes.
On to the next one.
Exactly. But, you have it. You have the proof that
I did it and I have it.
Yes. So another, addition to your resume, you are now part of a podcast.
Yes.
You have a few episodes in, and it's called The Tokens. And tell us about your podcast.
So my podcast is called The Tokens, and I interview other tokens, meaning kind of like myself. I was the only person of color on a lot of these shows, and like I said, speaking from my
check mark.
Speaking from my experience, and then talking to other actors, writers, producers in front and behind the camera about of being the token in the industry. And so it's twofold. One is giving them their flowers and their opportunity to, be recognized. And then the other half is giving a love letter to the future fans or the up and coming people in the industry that want to learn how to navigate this with that kind of level of respect.
Very nice. So for those that are interested in tuning in for your podcast, where can they find it and when does it air?
It will be coming out sometime next month, which I'm super excited about. Yay! And you guys can go anywhere where podcasts are. You can go to my YouTube, Giovonnie Samuels. You can go to Apple Music or Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I think it's different from Apple Music. But yes, all of those places. And of course, the Tokens Pod at Instagram and Facebook and all those other places.
Perfect. Yeah. And then, of course, you gave a little bit of that for those that want to keep up with what you have going on and what conventions you have. How can they follow you also?
Well, you can follow me at Only One Giovonnie, and that's for all platforms. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Yeah, I try to keep it simple.
All right, awesome. And is there any upcoming projects that you can talk about that people can be on the lookout for?
Well, I have 2 projects, one that I executive produce, and it's called Good Judys. It's on YouTube now that you can watch. And then I have another one, and it's called OG Boot Camp. The trailer is also available on YouTube.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so looks like we have to have you come back on the show for a live stream to talk about your projects and get some of your cast on.
Yes.
Oh, so love it. So once again, everyone, of course, like I said at the beginning, this is the last day of the convention, but you can follow Giovonnie and the Tokens on the social media platform so you can keep up with everything she got going on. And of course, when the episodes go live, that you can be able to watch the series and be able to tune in. Is it every month or every week?
Every week. It's going to be a weekly podcast.
Okay, perfect. So tune in every week with the Tokens after it goes live so you don't miss any of the episodes. Yeah. So make sure you hit that like, follow, and subscribe so you don't miss out. And then hit that notification button so you don't miss out on any of the episodes as soon as it goes live. Yeah. So once again, everybody, thank you for tuning in at the Moana Nui podcast here at ATL Comic Convention. And we'll be talking to you all later. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can't keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will. If this the land of the free, it was a freedom then, when they annexed Hawaii and called it Cedar Lands, without any type of payment and no signing off. Called themselves a republic in 1894. 1.2 million acres overtaken from the native Hawaiians. When they resisted, the West retaliated in violence and erasure. The Hawaiian language is banned as part of colonialism's plan to expand, Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Multiple bombings of Holley as a part of their ongoing war with Asia. Used it as a place for target practice. No consent or compensation. Colonizers call for annexation. No regard for all the locals. School will never let you know. So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can't keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can't keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will. We will. So if we put Hawaii into perspective, well, Black and Asian history is interconnected. Considering the fight with the Pacific, then of course, versus Asia, he was treated as a middleman for war, but didn't let the Western colorism run its course. Cause dark skin was a sign of dignity to core. The land was taken in the name of capitalism, when prior to it was an actual kingdom. Clap back at the system. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Multiple bombings of Holley as a part of their ongoing war with Asia. Used it as a place for target practice. No consent or compensation. Colonizers call for annexation. Network out for all the locals. School will never let you know. So many stories left to tell. Even if we have to ourselves, can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell. Even if we have to ourselves, can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. So many stories left to tell. Even if we have to ourselves, can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell. Even if we have to ourselves, can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. We will.